felt like our defensive energy, physicality, disruptiveness was better. We made it more difficult for them, moving the ball around the perimeter. We executed better in our ball screen defense. Felt like we had each other's back a little bit more. And we played through breakdowns, and that's what it's going to take. It wasn't perfect, but we stayed together and we grew.
Natasha, it looked like you had a concerted effort to put your game out there and show a few people what was it about. What was different for you tonight than earlier this week?
Getting out of my own head. That's the thing. I was in my own way. But thank God I had my teammates behind me to bring that confidence out of me tonight. I couldn't do without them, and also my coaches as well.
For Coach, what turned the game for you guys in the second quarter? It looked like they were stuck on 18 for a long time, and you guys got back in the game.
Well, I felt like our depth came into play there. Being able to go to our bench and bring a different defensive coverage and intensity level, and that allowed us to get out in transition. We're going to be at our best when we're in transition, and I felt like in that second quarter we were able to get out a little bit.
Yeah, just for Natasha or Lexi, how was it different playing with Sophie today after she missed the first two?
She brings a level of energy that is huge. And I think, not playing in the couple games, not getting a chance to practice fully before getting back out there, I was just really proud of her for the energy she brought. She made some big plays down the stretch, getting her hands on, getting steals and getting deflections, and we needed her tonight. So just really proud of her to be able to come out and contribute like that.
Coach, by my unofficial count, I think Lexi led the team in high fives tonight. How much does that help, just that positive attitude? And Lexi, is that something that you're conscious of doing during games?
I'm really just happy to see my teammates do well, and when they're not, trying to pick them up as much as I can. So if that's a high five, if that's, words of encouragement, however I can try to bring out the best in people and be just that positive energy, because, games go up and down, and hopefully those downs are as long as they can be, so just trying to get us out of those as quick as possible.
It's huge. I think that energy, I know a while back there was a study done, in the NBA about how important, those moments are. And, it doesn't matter if things are good, things are bad, just that little bit of encouragement, that little bit of, great stuff. We got your back. It all matters. And it's so important when it comes to team sport, because it's energy. Right, and it's positive energy. You see it all the time in body language with poor energy. This feeds your teammates, and it's so important. And Lexi does a great job of that.
Natasha, you talked about getting out of your own head. So what did you do differently as far as maybe this morning you did a little meditation, quiet time? What did that look like?
Absolutely, meditation, prayed, got some encouragement from my wife, my teammates. That's the only way for me to get going, because we got a long season, and I don't need to be in my own head and in my own way.
Coach, you guys were able to outscore the Dreams bench 22-10. How important was it, or what can you say about the importance of the bench's contribution tonight?
It's huge, and again, our depth and our ability to play different lineups, our ability to lift one another up if we don't have it. I thought Damaris Dantas was huge for us when AB got in foul trouble, and it's easy to look at numbers, but what she brought in terms of her ability to move the ball, her defensive physicality was huge. Obviously, what Lexi and Sophie bring for us, and even Sid, she hadn't played the whole game, and we throw her in there in some time and score situations. We have a team that we can go 11 deep. We talk a lot about some days it's going to be your day, some day it's not, right? We have to choose the we over the me, and we have to stay ready, so we don't have to get ready. Every single person that impacted this game in a positive way, and I'm really proud of them.
Hey, this is for all three. Both of these games this week have been single-digit, pretty competitive games. Why do you guys think you matched up so well with the Dream?
I don't feel like we match up well with them. They're tough to handle. Obviously, they've got a lot of Olympians. They're quick and skilled on the perimeter. They're big and strong and tough on the interior. They're experienced. I feel like we have to use our versatility to combat some of that size that they have, and we have to use our depth to be able to try to wear down their really great guards. That's why it takes a collective effort, and the contributions that we got from our bench were huge.